In this video, I'm going to tell you 20 skills. Yeah, you heard me right. 20 skills that can make you money anywhere in the world. Absolutely anywhere. Whether you're in Nigeria or you intend to go to any other continent or you intend to Japan, guys, these skills are smart money tactics that can pay you anywhere. If you're seeing my beautiful face for the first time, guys, please do hit the subscribe button, turn on your notification bell so as for you not to miss out on any of our interesting videos. And if you're my existing subscriber, oh gosh, you know I love you already. If you're able to pick any point, even if it is 1 point from this video, kindly hit the like button. It helps YouTube to know that contents like this should be circulated and it helps to grow my channel. Without much ado, let's go right into the video. The first skill we're going to be talking about in this video is installation of surveillance cameras. What you know as CCTV, security cameras. Yeah. In Nigeria of today, homes now have security cameras. That is how Oga discovers that the housemaid has been taking food from the kitchen, or the housemaid has been maltreating their children, or doing things that are not appropriate behind them. Bosses find out that their staff are doing things that are not appropriate in the office. Security cameras has been able to save lives. They have been able to make people conform to rules. Now, the installation of this camera is so easy. That is the beautiful thing about it. It is one of the easiest ways to make money for free, guys. Just dedicate 2 weeks, maximum 1 month. Follow these installation guides back to back to anywhere they have jobs. Just make sure you keep learning. Pay attention. Don't go there to gist. Pay attention. You are the one that know what you have gone there to do. So make sure that you pay rapt attention so that you get all the little details that you need. So that within 2 weeks, 1 month, max, you get all the information. Now you can use that for your own work. Whether you are in Nigeria or you find yourself outside the country. In fact, outside the shores of Nigeria, it is even much more important because on streets they have surveillance camera, markets surveillance camera, roads surveillance camera, offices, homes, bedrooms, toilets, they have surveillance camera, hotels have surveillance camera. So guys, your side also is very legit. It will make you cool cash. Whether you find a job there or you don't find a job on time, guys, you can always start feeding on these kind of skills or doing it by the side if you have your job. The next skill we are talking about is tiling.
Placing of tiles. Tiling is quite important here in Nigeria. Like, even if you rent a very tiny shop, nobody wants to rent a shop without tiling their shop. Whether they use the large tile, they use the small tile, or they use broken tiles, but tile must shade that floor. These days, when people want to rent homes, they will be asking, are the floors tiled? No matter how small their space is, it must be tiled. That is how important it is.
And it's not a skill that is so easy to come by. So if you acquire this skill, you're going to make money here in Nigeria or anywhere else in the world. Those in the diaspora even said tiling is one of those skills that make good money out there. Bathrooms must be tiled, kitchens must be tiled, so people will want your service. You can use this as a side also, even if you're doing other jobs. You can just cut jobs sometimes on it and you'll be making cool cash. Whether you find yourself outside the shores of Nigeria or you remain in this country. Carpentry is one of the easiest ways to earn money in this country. Look at the modern style of furnitures that people are now using in their homes. Talk of wardrobe, talk of TV consoles, talk of bed. I can go on and on. And if you go to people's stores or offices, you will see the fixtures and fittings. This is furniture work. Guys, furniture guys are making a lot of money and they will continue to make lots of money because wood is important. Kitchen cabinets, installation of cabinets, things like that. So if you know how to do carpentry work, guys, you will make good money. And if you find yourself outside Nigeria, anywhere in the world, you will be attached to companies and you will go for installations in different places. And without even working for a company, whether you decide to just do it low-key as a side or so, people will still call you. Carpentry work is not something that anybody can just do easily. It is a kind of skill that will make you money fast. Another skill we're talking about is makeup. Guys, makeup, makeover, whatever it is that we put on our faces, it is always selling and it's always going to sell. These days, people cannot even go to Owambe or go to functions without at least applying light makeup. As much as there's a lot of competition in this field, it is still a skill that makes people good money. People want to look good without having to break the bank. So if you can learn makeup, people will employ your services. Saturdays are there, Fridays are there, Thursdays are there. People are always holding one event or the other. People want to do small get together in their homes. People will give birth, they will call you. People will have an anniversary, they will call you. People will always call you for any kind of little event, as long as you know how to make up. You know how to make up for people who want heavy makeup, people who want light makeup, people who want average makeup. Just make sure that you are even able to make people over, so that your money will be rolling in. And if you find yourself outside this country, guys, Nigerians are everywhere in the world. Probably not in Antarctica, but almost everywhere. So you will always find black people who want people who can make up for blacks. That is, they want people that will understand their shade, that will understand their skin tone, that can relate with their color. You see, that is why you're special. Whether you're doing your office work or you're doing a business or doing something else, you can always acquire this skill and start doing it low-key as a side hustle, or even as a major business. Nobody is stopping you. Just acquire the skill, because it is one of the skills that can make you free money. The next skill we're talking about is plumbing. People will always defecate, urinate, have their bath, cook, freshen up, whatever it is that has to do with water. Pipe is attached to it, because with the passing of pipes, your services will be needed. People will need you, whether they have small shops where they have toilets, whether they have big hotels, whether they have small hotels, in the home, anywhere they find themselves, they will always need your service. It means that anywhere you go in the world, this skill can be used to make money for free anywhere. Next skill is party MC. It may sound like it's so easy. Guys, it's not easy. We all have our area of specialization. Some know how to speak, some know how to relate with people, while some don't. Whether you know how to speak and relate with people, there are ways that these things are done. There are procedures that makes it interesting, that makes it possible for you to engage your audience. You see, if you can go with all these MCs, Alaga, Duro and all, guys, you're going with them to the event. Just tell them you want to learn, you're definitely going to pay them. They will start taking you to different events. Study how they strategically place the things they say. The next one they go to, they usually have something like an outline that they use. They will start tailoring everything they want to say that will make the audience get engaged, that will make the audience want to spend money on them, that will make the audience want to spend money on their clients. Outside the country, this service pays a lot of money. Wedding planners outside the country are looking for your service, for you to be the MC for Nigerian weddings outside the country, because everybody wants someone they can relate with. Whether the bride or the groom is marrying a non-Nigerian, that is not your business. As long as the Nigerian is involved in that party, the Nigerian is involved in that wedding, guys, they will employ your service. Every Saturday, everywhere in the world, somebody somewhere is getting married. Farms, don't dull. The next skill we're talking about is barbing. Yeah, some of you will say, I do cut my hair myself. Yeah, it is a skill. The fact that you're able to cut your hair by yourself, you can just sharpen up your skill by going to a barber shop to learn how to cut styles. People want someone that can cut styles for them. You see, I've spoken about it in one of our videos. If you can go to people's homes, render home services here in Nigeria, your services will not be useless. You will make good money here in this country. It is a skill that you can use anywhere in the world. If you're outside the country, oh God, you don't want to get me talking. People are paying lots of money for cutting of hair outside the country. Whether you intend to do it on a grand scale or you intend to do it as a side also, guys, you will make lots of money. If you're outside the country, if you have a money for salon, fine. You open your salon, you start. You make good money. If you don't have money for salon, do it in the comfort of your home. People will come to your home because yours will be cheaper since you're not paying for shop rent. So people will come to your home to cut their hair. It is an important skill to acquire right here this year. Another skill I would like to talk about is tailoring. Guys, sewing of clothes is hot cake. Like right now, most people are not just going out there to buy ready-made, because we know that turkey don't cast, like it is mass production. So people are buying fabrics and taking it to their tailors to make fantastic coutures for them. You know what I mean. You've been seeing these clothes, but you don't even need to get to the level of the coutures. Just make sure you learn the skill. It is a skill that can help you anywhere you are. Whether you're working or you're not working, tailoring will pay you. Like, you can be a boss of your own on your own by learning how to sew. If you're outside the country, they pay lots of money for people who sew for them.
Sometimes people send clothes back to Nigeria in order to sew it and send it over there. Whether it fits them or not, they don't care.
They'll just tell the tailor to make it a free size. When they get there, they will not give it to the tailors over there to do adjustment, like to do amendments. Amendment is definitely not going to be as expensive as sewing it all over. So it is cheaper to sew it from Nigeria and even send it over there. So imagine how much they are paying for tailoring if it is cheaper here. Guys, learn how to sew if you're someone that can go into it. The next we are talking about is sign language. That is a skill that is not common. Not everyone can speak to the deaf. There are different kinds of sign language. We have the Nigerian sign language, we have the American sign language, we have other sign languages. But then I'm talking about the American sign language because that is applicable everywhere in the world. Guys, it is not everyone that can communicate with the deaf. They are people with special needs. So people who can communicate with them are well paid because they are not common. Guys, go anywhere in the world, you will make your money. Nobody discriminates against you, whether you know how to speak English, you don't know how to speak English, you're educated, you're not educated. As long as you can speak the sign language, you are employable. People will need your service. You can even start tutoring people online. There are people that have kids that are deaf and they want them to be educated. So you can be an online tutor, like talking to them remotely from the comfort of your bedroom. You just have access to an internet and a smartphone or a laptop, and you can be able to relate with these people. They're going to pay you in hard currency for being able to teach their children sign language. Guys, don't sit on that skill. Guys, if you have the opportunity, go and learn the American sign language. It's applicable everywhere in the world. The next skill we are talking about is baking. Guys, you don't need to spend much money. Watch YouTube videos to learn how to bake. As long as you have an oven in the home, you can just start from the comfort of the kitchen and start baking. Buy flour, yeast, sugar, salt, butter, whatever they use in making cakes, in making muffins, granola, making banana bread. Just start small. Start from your home. Do you realize that lots of shops now are having glass in front of them? Aluminium guys are selling more because they are the ones making the shoe glasses for them. They are doing egg rolls, puff puff, buns, cakes, chin chin. I mean, anything baking. They just want to make money no matter how small it is, and it is interesting. Some people don't even buy bread outside anymore. They make bread in the comfort of their kitchen. If you know how to do this thing, see, guys, you are going to make money. Whether you are in Nigeria or you find yourself outside, you will be making additional income. That is if you have another business already or you have a 9-to-5 job. But if you don't have any job at all, guys, make it a major business and settle in and start enjoying your cash. Make money for free by becoming a DJ. That is a skill that people undermine. That reminds you of someone, DJ Copy, right? People who are DJs are making fantastic income because they are not the ones producing the music. They are just playing the music for you with their own skills, and you are enjoying it. It makes you stay in the party longer. It makes you stay at that event longer. That is their job. Their job is to bring the equipment and for you to pay them for that. Guys, if you're a Nigerian DJ outside the shores of Nigeria, you're going to earn good money because it is not easy to find a DJ out there that is a Nigerian. People who are having Owambes outside will want your service because you are not common. Just make a card. In all of these businesses, please make a card or flyers. Tell people, just tell people one-on-one. People will refer you, people will recommend you to others, and before long you start making cool dough. Next, I'm going to talk about 3 different skills, one after another, but they are under one particular umbrella. First, I'm going to talk about fixing of hair, which is under hairdressing. You see, if you learn just how to fix hair, like just fixing of hair, needle and thread, this skill can get you good money. People want someone that can quickly fix their hair without them going to the salon. That is if you don't have a salon. But if you have a salon, people will still come to you to pay for your service, and you're going to make that weave on within 30 minutes to 1 hour, and yet you collect good money. Outside the country, people are paying through their noses for this kind of service. You can decide to just specialize on fixing hair, like fixing weave-ons. You don't have to go the extra mile. You don't have to cross the border by saying, I want to learn how to retouch, I want to learn how to do this, do that. You don't have to. If you learn just fixing of hair, you will make money outside this country. In Nigeria, if you learn just fixing of hair, you will make money from door to door. Like, you render home services. Because if you decide to open a salon with only fixing of hair, guys, to be honest with you, you are not really going to make it. But if you are able to go door to door, one-on-one service, you will make your good money. The next we are talking about is wig making. For wig making, you can learn how to make weaves, you can learn how to make Ghana weaving, you can learn how to make braided attachments on wigs. If you are able to do this successfully, you are going to make lots of money in Nigeria. People are tired of going to the salon to sit for hours. And you see, people are losing their edges, the front hair, because of constant pulling of the hair. I, for one. Okay, I've lost my front hair almost absolutely. So I change to terry's wigs these days until my front hair grows again. And I know that there are so many other people in this category. Some are even tired of going to make hair in the salon and having to sit through the pain. While outside the country, guys, people are making mad money on wigs. If you are able to learn this skill, give yourself 1 month. You are going to know how to do it. But if you want to learn everything, give yourself 3 months. If you don't know how to make hair before, but if you know how to make hair already, give yourself 1 month. You know how to make these wigs. Seriously, you don't even need any special effort. You will know how to do it, and you will make good money from it. The next we're talking about is braided hair. Guys, if you know how to braid hair, outside the country, people are paying between $75 to $300 for braiding of hair, depending on the style. So if you are able to braid hair on people's head, you will make a lot of money, whether you're doing it at home or you are having a salon for it, because braids is one of the hair that black people cannot do without. They can absolutely not do without braids. So people will love your service. You can render home service. People can come to your home to make braids. Do you know? I've been to people's home all because I wanted to make braid. The person will say, you have to come to my house, I'm busy, I cannot come to the shop tomorrow is Saturday, I want to rest. But if you can come to my house, that's fine. I will go to their house to make the braids. It is that important to me. So it is important to a lot of ladies. If you're able to learn how to braid hair, make wigs, or fix weave on farms, you're going to make good cash. Next skill we're talking about is painting. Painting may seem easy, right? But if you don't know how to paint, you can talk to guys that go to sites to paint. Follow them, pick brushes for them. They'll tell you to start painting with them. And before you know it, you will know how to paint. Painting is not that difficult, okay? It is a skill that you can use here in Nigeria and you can use outside the country. The next skill we're talking about is cooking. Come back here. We are talking about cooking of local meals. We are not talking about cooking of intercontinental dishes. Like I said, Nigerians are everywhere in the world and Nigerians want to eat local made food. Like, they are complaining of the fact that all this body food is getting them fat, giving them different diseases that they may not understand. So they want to maintain their body, maintain their good looks by eating local meals. You can specialize in local meals like moi moi, ofada rice, ofada stew, ewa goyi stew, jollof rice, Nigerian jollof. You know what that means? It's the best all over the world. Tuwo, yam porridge, that is asaro. Guys, special meals like that are hot cake outside the shores of Nigeria, and even hot cake here in Nigeria. People want people that can cook special meals. Anybody can cook rice, white rice, stew, eba, amala or something. But you see, this kind of foods I just mentioned, people will pay anything to get this kind of food into their tummy. They're special, yeah, they're local made food and people are ready to pay for them. So if you're a good cook, guys, even if you're not a good cook, you can learn on YouTube, talk to people one-on-one, learn how to cook, learn how to make good dishes. You will discover that you'll be able to make money on it fast. The next skill we are talking about is selling of information, whether via video, audio, or ebooks. You can open a YouTube channel, or you start a podcast, or you even write an ebook for you to get yourself started. These are skills you can acquire. You can learn on the internet of how to go about it. The people making money the most right now are bloggers, people that are able to write, to have write-ups on Google. AdSense is paying them good money. If you know you have this skill, you can start making money already. Go to Fiverr and start being a freelancer. Start making money. If you don't know how to write, you can also acquire the skill if it's something you have interest in. Learn how to do it online and you're going to succeed at it. The next skill we're talking about is driving. We're not just talking about driving. If you're able to drive, you can start making money by being a driver for Uber. Whether you have a car or you don't have a car, people will hire your service. If you find yourself outside Nigeria, you can also start driving for Uber outside Nigeria as long as you have a driver's license and you know how to drive. It is a skill that people acquire to make money easily by the side. Also, under driving is being a truck driver. That is a skill that is not common. Or do you know any truck driver one-on-one? Hardly. You don't really come in contact with truck driver like that easily. In Nigeria, they may be underpaid. I don't know how much they pay them in Nigeria, but outside the country, they are paid good money. In fact, real good money. If you are able to acquire the driving skill, especially being able to drive a truck, go to Oshodi. There's a company there. If you search Google, you will see companies in Nigeria that are doing training on driving trucks. And you can go there for registration and start learning how to drive a truck. The next skill we'll be talking about is mobile home assistant. What does that mean? It means if you know how to organize, if you know how to arrange things, if you know how to clean, some people are good at it. When you get to their space, you'll be looking at it like, wow. If you're somebody that is that meticulous, I think that it will be advisable for you to put yourself out there. Tell people that you can help them clean their space, even if it is their office space, if it is their shop space, if it is their homes. If you do this twice a week, you charge them for it. If you do this 3 times a week, you charge them for it. Or even 4 times a month, that is weekly, you charge people for it. Just talk to people in your place of service. Talk to people one-on-one. Tell them what you do. A lot of people are looking for your service because these days, it has become a security risk to employ housemaids. So, home assistants are very important in people's lives. They'll just come, whether it is from 7 to 2 o'clock, from 7 to 6 o'clock, whatever time you guys agree on, just do your work and you go back to your home. The last time I employed the service of one, I was telling you in my last video that one was coming to assist me. She worked from 8, was it 8? Okay, she worked from 8:30 to 3 o'clock. Guys, I know how much fall from my pocket. That was how I knew that these guys make money. And outside the shores of Nigeria, they are so important. Like, people are working day in, day out. Husband is working during the day, the wife is working all night. Or husband is working all night, wife is working during the day. They need somebody that will come and help them clean their home to make it neat, to maintain the home. Just go there, tell them I'm going to be coming 3 times a week, or once a week, or twice a week, whichever is convenient for them. They'll start paying you for this service and you'll be making your money. You might be doing other kind of work. You might even be a 9-to-5er and still be doing this by the side. It doesn't hurt anyone. Next is massage therapist. Guys, these people are making money right here in Nigeria because they are not common. Their special skill of being able to read where the veins are, where the muscles are and all is not cheap and it doesn't come easy. So big boys and big ladies are able to pay them for these services. If you can acquire these skills, just go to the hotel. Tell them you can offer their customers your service. Pick a day in the week or 2 days in the week and they will tell their clients, guys, you will start making money. And these guys don't charge cheap. I remember the last time I had a massage, guys, it was heavenly. That was in Abeokuta, indoor studio. Oh, thanks to her. Our fingers were magical. Oh, I slept off. Guys, I'm not exaggerating. I actually did sleep off, okay? These guys are making people's lives better. So the rich people are willing to pay them for this service. If you find yourself outside Nigeria, in fact, oh God, you're going to be making stupid money with this skill, because those outside Nigeria know the essence of going for a massage. It calms you, gets the stress off you. They do this a lot, so you make a lot of money. You can decide to use it as side also. Just do it once a week, weekends only, twice a week, 3 times a week, depending on the kind of job you have, depending on your own schedule, and you'll be making fantastic cash. Guys, these are 20 different skills I've spoken about in this video, and I'm glad that you're able to watch this video to the end. If there is any other skill you want me to talk about, can you drop it in the comment section? I'll be glad to. Don't forget to like this video if you're able to pick one point or the other from it, guys. It's important to me. More videos like this are coming. Make sure you don't miss it. Turn on your notification bell in order to miss out on any of our interesting videos. Farms, I'll see you in the next.